Alright, this is part two. That's why it's tough because even though I want to do the Matrix trilogy so bad, I also want to do that Great Escape movie so bad. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. Yeah, I understand, man. That's tough, man. Yeah, because the Matrix, you as the one kicking ass is fucking cool. Beating all these agents, obviously. VJ kicking ass, Michael B. Jordan kicking ass, fucking cool. Brie Larson, John Krasinski kicking ass. But man, that Great Escape movie is amazing too. Yeah. But Brie Larson, John Krasinski, I'll be killing them off in the Great Escape. They all die. Brie Larson and John Krasinski will be well kill them off in the movie. They're gonna die in the movie. Obviously, they're one of the couples who they find out the company's there. They want to leave, and Ben Affleck kills them. They're probably only Brie Larson and them are probably only gonna have a good maybe 50 minutes worth of scenes in the movie, an hour worth of scenes in the movie. And I'm gonna kill them off. Whereas the Matrix is it's like I'm going to do three movies. I might kill them off in the end of the second movie, or I might have them be in the third, kill them off maybe in the third movie. I'll do a thing where I'll sign them for three movies. That way I save them longer, and I'll kill them off in the third movie. Towards the end of the third movie, they die. Or the second movie. My idea is you kill them off in the end of the second movie, so you save them for like 6 years of their life, 6, 7 years of their life. And that's why Brie Larson and John Krasinski are praying, Ivan, please do that Matrix trilogy. I want to be in the Matrix and kick ass. You know what I'm saying? But if you do the Great Escape, it's still fine. I'm still going to be saved, but like after 2.5 years, the journey ends. Dude. It's a one and done. And you're only going to be in a good maybe an hour worth of scenes. And I'm going to kill you off. Yeah. Because they're going to be supporting characters. They're not the main characters. Me and Vij are the main characters. But they're supporting characters. You're going to see them train with a company, sign that contract with the devil. You know what I'm saying? And them working with me and VJ, we work together. And after that, you kill them off. I'll give them a good chunk of scenes, obviously, but they're like I'm going to kill them off in the Great Escape. Whereas the Matrix, they're supporting characters for like 3 movies. I'll sign them to a multi-movie deal for the Matrix. Ivan, I want to do that Very Unique romance story with you, Ivan. Yeah, VJ, but is even though Very Unique will be an amazing movie, it's a romance story. Well, Ivan, man, we want to see a romance story with you and your wife, man. That's fucking like gold. You know what I'm saying? But man, the seeing you as a one kicking ass is fucking cool too, and the VJ's the love of your life in the movie. You see VJ, she wears a similar suit to what Trini wore. She has glasses. She's badass. In the movie, she kicks ass. Yeah. That's why VJ be like, yeah, Ivan, even though Very Nico is a beautiful romance story in The Great Escape, it's not as cool as us being in the Matrix, Ivan, with kicking ass. Yeah, man, that's why it's tough, man. You got me, Michael B. Jordan, and VJ will be the leads of the movie. I'll ultimately be the main character, but 3 of us are the main characters. Just like in Matrix, Keanu Reeves, Neo is the main character, but like Morpheus and Trinity are the leads too, right? The three. When you see the cover, you see those 3 people. Obviously, in yeah. No, in the first one, you see Neo, Morpheus, Trinity, and you see Cipher in the front cover, obviously. The second one it's Neo, Morpheus, and Trinity. So yeah, and the other actors will be supporting roles. So the Matrix trilogy will have a good how much major characters? A good like 9 major characters, and that's it. And everyone else are supports are minor roles. 9, 10 major characters Matrix 4 will have. Agent Smith is a major villain, obviously. The 3 agents with him are minor characters, they're not major characters. There are quite a few scenes, but they're minor characters. Pretty minor characters. So me, VJ, Mike B. Jordan, Brie Larson, John Krasinski, Paul Bettany, Ben Affleck, and then his girlfriend or wife. That's 9. That's 8. You have Agent Smith, and then you have Agent Smith, and that's you have like 9 major characters in the movie. 9 major characters in the movie. And everyone else are pretty major or pretty minor character, pretty minor or pretty major character, pretty minor or minor characters. The Oracle will be a minor character, pretty minor character. You see her in the beginning of the movie, and you see her when Michael B. Jordan meets her, and you see her again when I meet her again afterwards. So I'll have the Oracle have more scenes in the movie. She's like We meet with her like 3 times. She has like quite a few scenes in the movie. She's a minor character though. The actor for the Oracle, I'll pay her a couple $100,000, like 400 grand for the role. I can hire the original one who was in the Matrix 3, because the one from Matrix 2 and 1 died. That's why they have to recast a new one. Have that one from Matrix 3 be if she's still alive by then, because she's probably old by now. Have her be the Oracle, or you can cast a new actor to be the Oracle. Have the Oracle be a different actor. We'll see what happens, obviously. Sarah? And that's why Michael B. Jordan's praying I do The Matrix. Ivan, please, man. Purchase the rights off The Matrix. I want to be in that franchise. I want out of Hollywood. If Ivan makes that Matrix franchise, we're out of Hollywood for 10 years of our life. Yes. You're out of that system, and I saved your ass out of Hollywood. You're going to make a lot of money during those 10 years. They're going to make their millions. And they're going to be super, super famous. But look, man, if I do the Matrix trilogy, man, all those actors cannot sign on to do Hollywood movies. You're locked on exclusively for my movie. With the exception of the first movie. The first movie is the exception because, let's say, for example, I do Matrix 4, and I fly in Michael B. Jordan, Brie Larson, Ben Affleck, and all of them to sign a contract, take them outside dinner. They might be locked on for other projects. Okay, if you're locked on for other projects, you have to find a way to make it work with the schedule. There's nothing I can do, obviously. But after that, once the first movie's done and you've done your other movies in Hollywood, you can't do any other movies in Hollywood for Matrix 5 and 6. You have to be focused and locked on for my movie only. Okay, Ivan, if you want us to do that, the age like Ivan, if you want the actors to be exclusive, you better offer them a lot of money. Yeah, is this enough money? Ivan, it's more than enough money. They don't even make this in Hollywood. Yeah. You want to keep these actors happy and not have them do other projects and have them locked on, you have to offer them a lot of money. Pay them a lot of money, give them a nice piece of the royalties. That way you keep them and sign them to a nice deal for the game. Right? Ben Affleck, I don't have to worry about him being angry because I'm signing him to a massive deal for the 3 movies. He's gonna make his $100 million plus for 3 of the movies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ben Affleck's gonna make what? $300 million for the 3 movies. Something crazy. 48 million and then plus 60 million is 108 million. And then for the other movies, you give him a small, tiny little raise. Pay him 49 for the second and 50 for the 50, 40. Pay him 50 for the second movie, 53 for the third, and for his base and his bonuses. And you give him a slightly higher raise. You give him 68 million for the Matrix 4, 72 for Matrix 5, and like 75, 76 for Matrix 3. That way you keep Ben Affleck happy. He's not angry. Yeah, that's fine, Ivan. Like, I don't even make this. You're paying more enough money. I don't need to work in Hollywood. Yeah, I'm paying more enough money. He signed a massive deal for the Matrix, obviously. Because Ben's big, you got to pay him a lot of money. Pay him a lot of money. Even though he's not worth that. He's only worth, I don't know, 25 million for my movie base, and that's it. Overpay him, pay him a lot of money the way he works really hard, and he brags how much my company's in Hollywood. And all the other actors are all signing massive deals too for my Matrix movie. Michael B. Jordan signing a massive deal, Brie Larson signing a massive deal, Paul Bettany signing a massive deal, John Krasinski, they're all signing massive deals. That way you keep them happy, and that way they're not pissed. If other Hollywood companies stole them a lot of offers, they won't be angry by turning it down because they know Ivan took care of us. We're getting paid a lot of money for the Matrix movie, obviously. Don't hate me, Keanu Reeves, because a high chance I will do the Matrix over the Great Escape and the Egos. I'm just being honest here. Because the Matrix is the fucking Matrix. But I might do the Great Escape. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, Keanu Reeves' career is none of my business, man. I'm doing what's best for my career, me and my wife's career. His career is none of my business. Because I'm now king and my company's bigger than all these Hollywood companies, all these Hollywood actors make my career their business, obviously. Sincere? They make my career their business, obviously. All these Hollywood actors. They make my career their business. Because I'm now king and my wife's queen with me. Sincere? So my deal for Warner Bros. If they agree, okay, these are my terms, guys. I have to get the Wachowski sisters on board to direct, co-write, and executive produce. They'll be the boss of my Matrix movie, obviously. I'll give them full power. Because they created the Matrix brand, you gotta give them full power. Ivan, yeah, I'll give you full power for the movie, like I'm giving Peter or Mel Gibson, and I'll offer you guys a boatload of money. I'm not gonna pay you a Mel Gibson, Peter Jackson contract. You're not as big as those guys, but I'll pay you a lot of money. I'll sign you to a big contract, obviously. Offer them money they can't, a boatload of money they can't refuse, and give them full power. Okay, you're gonna be my co-writers. You're gonna be the co-writers of the movie. Who is the best screenwriter to help you guys? I'll hire one or two guys to help you write the script, and I'll be consulting for this. I'll be a consultant for this to help you guys out, give you ideas. I'll give you guys my notes. This is my idea for the story. I'll be consulting, but you got to write it. I'm not going to write the script for you. Sorry, you got to write it. And guys, I want a quality script on the same level as your originals, as your Matrix 1, your Matrix 2. I want a quality. I have no worry about it. They write an amazing script, obviously. You got to make sure you guide them. This is what I want to happen in the story. That way they know, and they come up with an idea for a cohesive story. And I have all of Matrix 4 planned out pretty much. I have a good 75% of it planned out. I'm a creative genius, obviously. And Vijay will help me take the notes for Matrix 4, obviously. Okay, David Zaslav. I have 2 terms. Okay, Ivan, what are your terms? Okay. I need to get the college sisters on board to co-write, co-direct, and co-executive produce my movie. They'll be the boss of my movie. And you have to erase Resurrections from the face of the map. I don't want it a part of canon. I don't want it sold anywhere online, anywhere worldwide. Ivan, you mean you want it obliterated? Yes, man. It can no longer be sold at retail stores like Best Buy, all these video stores, electronic stores. It can no longer be sold there. Any convenience store can no longer be sold there. It cannot be sold on YouTube. It cannot be available anywhere online. On Amazon, on Canadian Tire, Best Buy, Blockbuster. I think Blockbuster closed on all these stores. I don't want it sold anywhere. But Ivan, we can't do that, man. Yes, you can, man. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys have egos, and Ivan, we spend a lot of money on this. Guys, this movie flopped. It didn't make any money. It's dead. It's done. Delete it. It's a terrible movie. Ivan, it wasn't that bad. Look, man, the movie was crap. It was garbage. It was terrible. It lost. There's a reason why it lost money. It was not a good movie. And Keanu Reeves knows I'm talking about. Yeah, Ivan, that was terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Trinity and Neo being the one. Are you fucking kidding me? So Trinity was the one the whole time? No, man. Delete that garbage. Morpheus is a semi-Morpheus. You see him in the Matrix, but you don't see him in the real world. What happened to Morpheus, first of all? You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. And then Neo's counselor, obviously, is the fucking architect the whole time. The movie is terrible. Delete this garbage from the face of the map. Agent Smith is some 25-year-old guy. Mr. Anderson, delete it. It's a terrible movie. I don't want it a part of canon. If you don't agree to my terms, I have nothing to lose. I'll just make The Greatest Escape of Keanu Reeves. Amazing movie, by the way. And I'll do that romance story with Vijay. I'll do that Him Vow movie with Will Smith and Dwayne Johnson. And Mark Wahlberg. Some Sarah. I have nothing to lose, guys. I have a backup plan. And if you don't, you're missing out on the $2 billion. Sarah? You're missing out on the $2 billion. You're missing out on the $2 billion. So, Ivan, do you want the rights to the whole Matrix franchise? No. I want the rights to make 3 Matrix movie sequels. Matrix 5, Matrix 4, Matrix 5, Matrix 6. Ivan, why don't you do more movies? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do 5 Matrix movies. No. That's too long. 3 movies is enough. I'm only going to do 3 movies. I'm going to end the trilogy after the 3 movies. So, Ivan, is it a continuation of Revolutions? Yes, it's a continuation of Revolutions, not Resurrections. No, that's deleted. I want it to be a continuation of Revolution. But Ivan, what story are you going to tell? They already ended the story, Ivan. Neo dies. The Smiths, Neo's body died, but his spirit didn't die. Remember in the end, the Oracle said Neo's still watching us? His spirit's still watching us? Yeah, he's still alive. But his body died, obviously. And Smith is... When Neo let Smith coppers onto him, he became the Neo Smith. He was still Neo, but he was also Smith. So both of them were they're 2 persons in one body. And when the machines destroyed Neo's body, and in doing so, it destroyed all the Smith clones in the Matrix. Neo's body died, but his spirit lived on. The program Smith that was never fully destroyed. And 7 years later, around there, he happens to come hack back into the Matrix. And in doing so, it causes a deja vu. A change in the Matrix happens. What is the change? The change is that the programs, the Smith programs, the Smith program and the Agent programs are now back in the Matrix. That's the change in the Matrix. As well as the One is also born in the Matrix. Hence why you get a glitch going on in the Matrix, something called deja vu. That's why I'm going to call the Matrix 4 Matrix Deja Vu. And I'll make 3 Unreal Engine 5 games based off... Wow, you're going to make 3 games? Yeah, I'm going to make 3 games based off the 3 movies. Unreal Engine 5 technology. Like our Matrix Awakens demo we did years back. I'm like, yeah. Rabbit will cover those games. I was like, holy shit, that's top notch. You're going to be in the game? Yeah, me, my wife, Michael B. Jordan, we're going to be in the game. So you guys can, if you guys are fellow fans and you want to play the game, you can play it, buy your PS6, play it, or you can watch Rabbit's walkthrough on my site. And he covers the whole game, all 3 games, obviously. You'll see how excited Rabbit is. Ivan, you're doing Matrix? I'm like, yeah. An Unreal Engine 5 game, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, holy shit, I can't wait for that. I'm going to make sure the game's long. Make a good, 16-plus hour game, guys. Mental Epic Games. Make a good 16-plus hour game. A long game, obviously, for the Matrix. All 3 Matrix games, obviously. I'm going to sell Matrix merch. Matrix merch I'm going to sell, obviously. I'm going to sell Matrix merch, obviously. I'm going to sell Matrix merch. Hence why it's tough. Because, man, those Matrix games, the Matrix 4 game will guarantee be better than the Greatest game. The Greatest game will be an amazing game, obviously. But it will not be as good as the Matrix 4, man. Matrix 4 will be an amazing game, man. The Life of the One in the Matrix, you tell that story, you have all these missions with Michael B. Jordan. Look at an amazing game for that, man. And I'm going to tell them, look, man, make the agents freaky in the game. You have this, scary music. You know what I'm saying? The agents chase you. You have to hide from the agents. Look at an amazing game, man. Yeah. Obviously. Look at an amazing game. An amazing game. Shut this phone off in a good, 13, 16 minutes here. I'm only going to make a 1 hour video, guys. I don't feel like talking for a full video. 1 hour is good enough. And after that, I might watch something. I might watch maybe another movie and then go to bed. Go to bed and sleep. The internet cord's here, so you guys will enjoy the video afterwards. Yeah. Ivan, how does Smith come back? Okay, guys. Remember in the end of Revolutions when Neo let Smith comment on? So yeah, Ivan, okay. Neo became Smith, obviously, but he was still Neo. He was the Neo Smith. So there were two persons in one body. And then the machine destroyed Neo Smith's body in the real world. And in doing so, he was able to destroy the program Smith and all his clones in the Matrix. And also destroy Neo. Their bodies died, but their spirits still lived on. That's my idea for the story. And then Smith happens to come back. He finds a way to come. He finds a way to come back 7 years later into the Matrix, and that causes the deja vu. So the story starts off with the flashbacks of the Matrix, obviously the original Matrix. Neo's life, him meeting, training, all that stuff. You have all these scenes when he talks to the Oracle. I'm not the one. Sorry, kiddo. You have to hear. It seems like you're waiting for something. Another life, maybe. You know what I'm saying? You have a scene where Neo talks to the architect and Neo chooses the door on the left instead of the door on the right. He made errors. And then you ended off with the scene when that cat walks by and the cat, he's like, oh, deja vu. He's like, what's this? Deja vu happens when there's a change in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? You get the blasphemy and you get the blasphemy, obviously. And you get the code and it says the Matrix deja vu and it transfers to a family in the Matrix. In the Matrix, obviously. I'm going to do my work. Guys, have some scenes in Zion, but stay away from focusing on Zion scenes. Otherwise, the movie will be boring. Focus more on what's going on in the Matrix. That's how you can tell a more interesting story. If you focus more on Zion, the movie could be boring, obviously. I know I'm doing. The family's at some carnival event, obviously, in the Matrix, obviously. And they go, and they drive back home, and they go to their house, obviously, and their kids see a cat walk by them in their front what? Their front, their front lawn, and another cat walks by. And the kid's like, Mom, Dad, what, honey? Two cats walk by. And one cat walked by, and another cat looks just like it walked by again. And the family's like, oh, deja vu, huh? That's a joke. And you get this electricity coming out near the city or something like that. And then and you get something like Terminator, similar to Terminator, and the Agent Smith's body forms. The green code, his body forms, and 3 agents form behind him. And people open their door, and then something changes in their house and their apartments. You got this viral thing going on all over the Matrix, obviously. And the Oracle is in her apartment, and she hears noises outside, and she's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "You don't hear apparently there's a viral thing going on in the city." And she's like deja vu. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, he's back. Smith is back. And she takes out her phone. She calls the architect. And she meets up. She meets up with the architect in the park. They sit down. You know what I'm saying? They find a way to go into the machine world through. They go to the old abandoned building where Neo first met Morpheus, and then the mirror and everything is still there, and they go through the mirror, and that leads them. That's the gateway to the machine world. I'm fucking creative. Oh, you're creative. I'm very creative, obviously. And then like Smith has returned. Neo has filled us all and all stuff, right? Yeah, and the seed of the one is formed, obviously. In the real world and the Matrix. Well, the moment the machines create the biological body of the baby in the real world, they plug the plug on the back of the baby's head, the one is now born in the Matrix. And you get this electricity. But like the way the one is born is not the same way the agents are born. The one is half man, half machine. So he's born as a baby. He's human, but he's also machine. But the part of him in the Matrix is machine. The part of him in the real world is human. And he has a machine biological birth in the Matrix. Whereas the one in the real world is biological, which represents him being half man, half machine. That way you honor the Wachowski sister's story. Because when you watch The Matrix, Morpheus says the one was born inside. What did he mean by that? And then Neo woke up in the real world. It's okay, how was he born in the Matrix? You have to find a way to coincide with that. And that's the only thing I can think of, obviously. Is that consistent, Lionel? Yeah, Ivan, that's very consistent. We weren't really specific with him. Ivan, you're a genius, man. Yeah, I'm fucking creative, obviously. So my idea is the agent Smith comes back into the program. Smith comes back into the Matrix. Electricity forms his full adult human form, lookalike form. Obviously, he's like, I'm back, and the 3 agents form behind him. And the anomalies, no anomalies. The last anomaly known was Neo Thomas Anderson, deceased 70 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then a couple hours later, the one is born in the Matrix. But the agents don't know the one is born in the Matrix. He has like a secret birth or whatever it is. And you get this electricity, and the electricity forms the skeleton and the flesh, and you see the green code, but you see the light in the green code. Because the one has the anomaly code, the source code, right? Yeah. And the baby is born, and he's born in a junkyard, and the guy finds him in the junkyard, obviously. With no parents, nothing. And he takes him home, and his wife is like, we can't raise a baby. He goes to the adoption agency, he gives the baby up for adoption. Then another family adopts the baby. He grows up they raise him obviously, but he's a very rebellious kid, and he ends up dropping out of college. And you guys know the story obviously. That's we're looking at a masterpiece of a story, yeah. Take those notes with readers that way. You take detailed notes that way when you pitch to college, this is your idea. And they're like, Ivan, we're sold. Sign me up. You know what I'm saying, and I sign them up. The Wachowskis never want to do the Matrix again, and I get them on board. Yeah, Ivan, you offered us a money we can't refuse. Sign me up. I want to be saved. I want to experience this buzz with you for 10 years of my life. Sign us up, Ivan. And I sign them, and they direct my movie, and they co-write my movie. Yeah, we make an amazing trilogy, obviously. So, Ivan, you want... Yeah, Michael B. Jordan is the grandson of Naomi and Morpheus. So it's 2 generations later, obviously. He's in his 40s. Michael B. Jordan. He's like 40, early 40, 45 years old. That's genius. We were thinking of doing a young Morpheus with Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. And I'm like, wouldn't it be cool to have him be the grandson of Morpheus and Naomi? And it's like 2 generations later, obviously. So Sarah, look at that amazing story, yeah. And you have a new generation of Zion. Zion is at peace with the machines. The Matrix is at peace, but the moment the program Smith comes back, they're no longer at peace, and something happens in the real world. The machines react to Smith's return in the Matrix, and that's why the Oracle and Architect have to meet with the machines in the machine world to make a deal. Obviously, the One must be born, and because the One is the opposite of Smith, when Smith comes back, he also comes back, but he comes back secretly into the Matrix. The One is born, reborn. Same essence, same spirit as Neo, but a different person. I have the same essence as Neo, but I'm a different person. I have the same code as Neo, but the code is now updated from the original, from the sixth one. Because this one is a lucky one to stop Smith once and for all. Whereas Neo was not the lucky one. He made errors. He was not too bright. He made a lot of errors. That's my idea. The Oracle tells Michael B. Jordan all them Neo made a lot of errors. He wasn't too bright. I told him he wasn't too bright. He never listened. He made a lot of errors. He took the door on the left instead of taking the one on the right. That's how you know he wasn't meant to he saved Zion, but he made an error. He let Smith copy onto him. You cannot do that ever. You cannot let Smith do that ever again. Yeah, look at an amazing story. You get the life of the One in the Matrix. I'll have some seasons on obviously, but you focus mainly on my life in the Matrix. That way it's a better story. He's born and you have it seen when he's a toddler. He's like 5 years old. He gets into hacking. And it transfers when he's 16. And he drops out of high school, and his parents kick him out of the house. He meets Agent Smith obviously for the first time. Agent Smith does not know this kid's the One obviously. And it transfers like 20 years later. He's a hacker and he's a dishwasher. And he's making some good money on the side hacking with his best friend, his so-called best friend. And his best friend sells him out. And then Michael B. Jordan guides him, get out of there, they're after you. Look at an amazing story. Because his sister's like, Ivan, that's your idea for the story? I'm like, yeah. Holy shit, you're a genius, man. Like, and we made this shitty Resurrection movie? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm a fucking creative genius, obviously. And Vijay will obviously have some good ideas to help me out with, too, obviously, for the Matrix. And that's why it's tough, man. Because even though I want to do The Great Escape, man, that Matrix trilogy looks amazing, obviously. But I'm going to be honest, if there is a higher chance I will be doing the 5 movies over the Matrix trilogy. Because David Zaslav has to agree to delete Resurrections. I'm going to keep saying that. He has to agree to delete Resurrections. Sarah? He has to agree to delete Resurrections, David Zaslav. Otherwise, I will not do the Matrix trilogy. I'll just do The Great Escape. So we'll see what happens, obviously. Sarah? And VJ does not like me when she first meets me. You know what I'm saying? So my idea is, Michael B. Jordan, before I shut this camera here, Michael B. Jordan and VJ, they see the Oracle again, and the Oracle says that Smith has come back into the Matrix, and Michael B. Jordan's all shocked. What the fuck? How are we supposed to stop Smith and the agents? None of us can take them. And she's like, I have some good news. The One has been reborn in the Matrix. The One has been reborn in the Matrix. So you knew this whole time the One was being born in Agent Smith. You didn't happen to let us know earlier. Michael B. Jordan's all frustrated, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, Messiah, relax. You're saying this one is more powerful than you can ever imagine. He says she tells Michael B. Jordan, yeah, Neo made a lot of errors. I thought Neo saved Zion. Unfortunately, I thought too, but we Smith fooled us all. You know, saying Neo said he could defeat Smith, but he couldn't defeat Smith. Obviously, he made a lot of errors. He lost the love of his life. He wasn't so lucky as this one is. She tells Michael B. Jordan, you will find the new One. And Michael B. Jordan's like, do you know who he is? She's like that you have to find him. So you know who he is, but you won't tell us. It's like that answer is for you to find out for yourself. Obviously, Michael B. Jordan's all frustrated. Why don't you just tell me who he is? She's like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you have to trust me, you know what I'm saying? And she tells Vijay that Vijay will love the new One. And Vijay's like, I don't even know him. I'm not interested in any guys right now. It's like, trust me, you will grow to like him, you know what I'm saying? Just like Trinity liked Neo, you know what I'm saying? She says something like that. And Michael B. Jordan's all frustrated. He's like, I recommend tonight go clubbing. Keep it low key. Make sure you don't get spotted. Go clubbing. And then Michael B. Jordan finds out later on it's a clue. And they tell the whole Nebuchadnezzar crew, and they're all like furious. I'm saying. And Michael B. Jordan's all frustrated. He's like, Neo failed us all. And we just like, don't say that. Neo saved us. He saved Zion. He's like, oh yeah? You know what I'm saying? He's like, look around. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Agent Smith is not back in the Matrix. That's look like my saving to me, man. I'm saying. He's all bad. Yeah. And then that night, Michael B. Jordan can't sleep. He's struggling sleeping, obviously. And he goes outside and he goes to the grave. He's like, Neo, how can you fail us like that? I'm saying, Morpheus, Grandpa, if only you were here. I need you guys. And he's outside his balcony, and and VJ meets him outside the balcony. And Michael B. Jordan's like, maybe we should go clubbing. You know what I'm saying? Keep it low key, you know what I'm saying? And that's when they find out I'm the one, obviously. They go clubbing, keep it low key. And I happen to be talking to my friend. I'm like, yeah. You ever wonder about that? You think you're dreaming, all that stuff. And then Michael B. Jordan's fine. Oh my God, I think I found the one. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, he is curious than I thought, but she's not really interested in me. And she grows to love me. It's like an amazing movie, man. And I'll make that movie for a good $685 million. So we get an amazing movie. I'll make it for $685 million. Then we get an amazing movie for that movie. $685 to $700 million. I'll make it for. Because you gotta create room to pay your cast, right? Their contracts. They got an amazing movie, obviously. My so-called best friend sells me out, and then Michael B. Jordan bugs him, and then he's hearing all the conversation with him and Smith and all stuff. And oh my God, they're after. We gotta find him before they do. If they don't, they're gonna kill him. Yeah. And then I go to work the next day and I get that call from Michael B. Jordan. They're after you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do you mean they're after me? Take a look for yourself. I'm like, I see my friend coming out of the car with agents and like cops. And Michael B. Jordan's like, yes, your friend sold you out. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust anyone. The only way you can trust me now, listen to me. You have a 2-minute window. Go in the backyard, get your things, and get out of there. Hide, you know what I'm saying? The agents don't find me. Have you seen this, man? Look at an amazing movie, yeah, and I'm all scared, and I'm on the run. Look at an amazing movie for that, man. And that's why the movie, if I do the Matrix, will have crazy worldwide buzz. Almost as much crazy buzz as Zane. It's been crazy. Be the one he can ask. Michael B. Jordan can ask. Brie Larson kicking ass, John Krasinski kicking ass, VJ kicking ass. Look at an amazing movie. Anyways, this video, I'm tired. I made a 1 hour and like 6 minute videos. I'm Ivan Amir, I'm signing up. Peace.